Hello everyone, myself A.S. Falmari, Assistant Professor, Department of Humanities and Sciences, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. Learning outcome, at the end of this session, students will be able to evaluate the powers of a complex numbers using De Moivre's theorem. Let us consider the first problem. Prove that 1 plus I root 3 bracket raised to n plus 1 minus I root 3 bracket raised to n is equal to 2 raised to n plus 1 into cos of n pi by 3. As we want to find out the powers of a complex number, first we will write down the given complex numbers 1 plus I root 3 and 1 minus I root 3 in terms of its polar form. So let us consider the first complex number 1 plus I root 3 and its polar form is r into the bracket cos theta plus I sin theta. Now call it as equation number 1. In this representation there are two unknowns. One is r, another is theta. We know that r is nothing but the sum of the squares of real and imaginary parts. Here real part is 1 and imaginary part is root 3. That's why we have written here 1 square plus root 3 square. 1 square is 1 and root 3 square is 3. And 1 plus 3 is 4 and root of 4 is 2. Now we have obtained the value of r as 2. Now theta is tan inverse of imaginary part divided by real part. Here imaginary part is root 3 and the real part is 1. That is what simply tan inverse of root 3, and we know that tan inverse of root 3 is pi by 3. Now substituting the values of r and theta in this equation number 1, we get 1 plus I root 3 is equal to r is 2 into the bracket theta replacing by pi by 3, we get cos of pi by 3 plus I sin of pi by 3. If I look at this first number, it is 1 plus I root 3 raised to n. Now taking nth power on both sides, we get here using the identity a into b raised to n as a raised to n into b raised to n, we get it as 2 raised to n into the second bracket raised to n. If I look at this bracket, this is somewhat equivalent to the statement of a De Moivre's theorem cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n, and applying De Moivre's theorem is nothing but bringing this power as a coefficient of these angles. After applying De Moivre's theorem, we have obtained here 1 plus I root 3 raised to n is equal to 2 raised to n into the bracket cos n pi by 3 plus I sin n pi by 3. Call it as equation number 2. Now the next number involved in this problem is 1 minus I root 3 raised to n, which is the conjugate of this corresponding complex number. Now this can be directly obtained from this equation number 2, simply here replacing this plus by minus sign. That is, similarly, we get the value of 1 minus I root 3 bracket raised to n is equal to 2 raised to n inside the bracket cos of n pi by 3 minus I sin n pi by 3. Now call it as equation number 3. Now adding these two equation number 2 and 3, we get this as a left hand side, and on the right hand side writing these two numbers, we get this. Now from these two quantities it is possible to take 2 raised to n common, and after taking 2 raised to n common, we are getting inside the bracket cos of n pi by 3 plus I sin n pi by 3 plus cos n pi by 3 minus I sin n pi by 3. Here we can observe that this is plus I sin n pi by 3 and it is minus I sin n pi by 3. Cancelling them, and this first term and third term are of same sign and the same terms. So we can write them as 2 times cos of n pi by 3. And already 2 is there and it is 2 raised to n. This can be written as 2 raised to n plus 1 into cos of n pi by 3. So this is what the required value of this one. Let us consider one more problem. Prove that 1 upon root 2 plus I upon root 2 bracket raised to 4 by 3 plus 1 upon root 2 minus I upon root 2 bracket raised to 4 by 3 equal to 1. As we want to prove that sum of the powers of these two complex numbers is equal to 1, definitely here we have to apply de Moivre's theorem. In order to apply de Moivre's theorem, first we have to write down this Cartesian form complex number to polar form. So pause this video and write down the polar form of these two complex numbers. I hope that all of you have written the answer. Now let us verify your answer. Now the first complex number is 1 upon root 2 plus I by root 2, and its polar form is r into the bracket cos theta plus I sin theta. Now call it as equation number 1. Now we have to determine two unknowns r and theta. R, we know that this is the square root of sum of squares of real and imaginary part. Here the real part is 1 upon root 2 and imaginary part is 1 upon root 2. Now the square of this 1 upon root 2 is 1 upon 2. We can write it as square root of 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2, and 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2 is 1, and root of 1 is simply 1. Now next, theta is tan inverse of imaginary part upon real part. 1 upon root 2 and 1 upon root 2 are the imaginary and real parts, and cancelling them we'll get it as tan inverse of 1, and we know that tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4. Substituting the values of r and theta in this equation number 1, we get this given complex number is equal to r is 1 into the bracket replacing theta by pi by 4, we get cos of pi by 4 plus I sin of pi by 4. Here we take power 4 by 3 on both sides, as we want to calculate 1 upon root 2 plus I by root 2 raised to 4 by 3. And after that we'll get this bracket raised to 4 by 3 is equal to this right hand side raised to 4 by 3. Now here applying the de Moivre's theorem, that is bringing this power of the bracket here the coefficient of this angle, and we get it as cos of 4 pi by 3 into 4 plus I sin of 4 pi by 3 into 4. Now cancelling this 4 here, we get it as cos of pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. And we know the value of cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2 and sin pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. So this is the value of this complex number. The next number we have to calculate is 1 by root 2 minus I by root 2 raised to 4 by 3, which is the conjugate of exact this complex number. So that can be obtained by replacing plus by minus on the both sides. That is, we get 1 upon root 2 minus I by root 2 bracket raised to 4 by 3 is equal to, replacing plus by minus here, we get 1 by 2 minus I into root 3 by 2. Call it as equation number 2. Now adding this equation number 1 and 2, we get this new equation, and here we can say that plus I into root 3 by 2 and minus I into root 3 by 2 can be cancelled, and this is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1. So this is the value of this complex number.